What is going on, guys? Brian Himmelfarb, aka the Himmel God, live now once again. Had some technical issues to get through there for a little bit, but here live for you to talk about the Ubisoft press conference that just took place for E3 2018. Thank you guys for being here, joining me, whether you're joining live or whether you guys are watching later on. Luckily, I got out of work to get the opportunity to watch this. I didn't realize when it was going to be on, and then all of a sudden, as I got back to my hotel room, there it was ready to go. I do got to say something right off the bat. Square Enix, what the fuck, okay? We were thinking we were going to get a press conference and got a half hour of fucking trailers, mostly everything we already seen. Will 10, what's up, man? Yeah, my internet sometimes is spotty. Thank you very much. But hopefully everything is going right on the stream, guys. Let me know in the chat. I'm pretty sure everything should be fine. So what's up, Mr. Bobbitt? Great to have you here today. So Square Enix sucked, but great deities talking about the pirate game. We're going to get into that today. Ubisoft's press conference just wrapping up, and I gotta say it was a mix of cringe and stuff that was actually really good. So I was like in the middle with this, but I think it was an above average press conference, a pretty good one. I'm gonna be honest. Although the beginning wanted me to just go ahead and just want to go throw up, because I don't know about you guys. I want to know how many people are sick of Just Dance already. I mean, how many more times do I need to see Just Dance? What's up, Sausage? Great to see you, man. I am so sick of Just Dance at this point. They open up with the dancing bear and all the marching band and the dancers and all that stuff, and I knew exactly what was happening in the opening moments and said, oh, great, it's Just Dance. Why Society? What's up, Serial Assassin? Good to see you. I'm not a fan of Just Dance. I'm sick of Just Dance. I was hoping this would happen later in the press conference so I could have the bathroom break. And I was like, oh, I was so sick of it. TSS, what's up, man? Everybody's coming in here. Thank you guys for being here and wanting to catch this review. So appreciate you guys just hanging. And maybe Bobbitt likes Just Dance. He's coming out with that on the Wii. You remember that one from the Wii, huh? Jeez. But Just Dance, I'm sick of it. Every year, you got to hear about Just Dance. Stop talking about Just Dance. As you guys are piling in here, hit the like button. Greatly appreciate it. You all know the drill. If you're new here, subscribe. Click on the bell. We got more E3 to come, including Sony and, of course, Nintendo tomorrow. So, Just Dance out of the way. Who cares? I don't think anyone here cares. Let's get that cringe out and move on to a highlight for me of this press conference, and that was Beyond Good and Evil 2. Last year, we get that tease that just looks so freaking awesome. What's up, Mr. Complain? Is also here. We get that great reveal of Beyond Good and Evil 2. And today we get a little more, and I'm really excited about it, although we're probably still a little far away from this game. So I don't think this is going to be a 2019 release. This could be something that could be very late 2019 or maybe even 2020. Just to throw it out there, because they're talking about pre-alpha footage for this game. But they had this really cool CGI trailer that was funny, it was entertaining, it was really neat. And then you get that real badass sequence right towards the end, and then get the reveal of Jade. I thought that was pretty freaking awesome. So they gave out some ideas of the game itself, an action-adventure RPG which you could play in solo or in co-op. And I thought that was really neat. Obviously, this is kind of a, not really a shared world, but kind of a shared galaxy or a shared universe kind of thing that we're going to be able to travel and meet all sorts of different races. So I thought that was actually a really neat concept that we were picking up from Beyond Good and Evil. Now, I haven't really played the first game, but I've been intrigued to want to play it. Ronnie Lee, what's up, man? Good to see you here today. Doing great. But they did announce what was called the Space Monkey program, which is used to help create content for the game, whether it's music, whether it's art, whatever you feel. If you're artistic and you want to put something into this game, you should sign up for the Space Monkey program, which I think is also headed up with Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who also showed up on stage. But I gotta say, this is one of the games that I'm looking forward to the most that came out of this entire press conference. And they gave it to me at the beginning. So I felt like, man, it's probably all the way downhill from here. But it wasn't that entirely downhill. So they, unfortunately, we're not going to see much of the game this year because they're doing it behind closed doors to the press. So we're not going to be able to actually see it. So that's kind of disappointing. But on the other side, I think in next year's E3, we're finally probably going to see a little bit more of this game, a little bit more fleshed out in some of the ideas that they have in terms of story. So Beyond Good and Evil 2, this is one that's on my radar. Pretty sure a lot of you guys might have it on your radar too. And it's just something to be excited about. So hopefully they come up with that. Yeah, by the way, guys, spoiler alert, no Splinter Cell today. So you better hope maybe they show something during Sony's E3 tonight, or else we can pretty much assume there will be no Splinter Cell. Damn you, Walmart Canada, right? You gave us something, but we saw nothing. Maybe Ubisoft was onto us. Rainbow Six Siege was talked about. They talked about how the community is at 35 million players, and they had a strong focus on esports. And I kind of see all that, and I didn't give a shit. Why did we have Rainbow Six Siege at E3 this year? No point to it. I felt like it was a waste of time to see this guy on stage talking about this game that, listen, everybody's already playing already. And if you're an esports player, you can just find out about stuff on the internet. Why do you, and get stuff announced to you anyway. You don't need E3 for it. So as far as I'm concerned, Rainbow Six Siege, kind of a waste of time. Maybe that actually was the bathroom break. Then we get to another cringe moment, and we get to Trials Rising, where we get the head of the studios for Red Lynx, who I've had the opportunity to meet a while back, back in E3 2009 when Trials was in its first ever game. So now we're at Trials Rising, and he has that opening when he comes in with the dirt bike, and then he just drops it on the ground, goes up on stage, and then purposely trips over a podium. Why? I mean, it was so cringe and stupid that it really kind of ruined the moment for me. However, the game looks pretty freaking cool. I'm actually excited for the game. Obviously, it looks like we're going to have a multiplayer focus with Trials Rising, something we haven't really seen of that much. I remember Trials Evolution had a bit of a multiplayer focus. I think Trials Fusion had a little bit of it too, but it's nice to see Trials come back to Trials instead of that Trials of the Blood Dragon that we saw not too long ago. Would have rather had an actual sequel to Blood Dragon. That actually would have been better. But they did announce a closed beta, which is going to be ongoing. The game is releasing in February of 2019. Another February game. This is like becoming the new November. It's like, fuck November. Let's just release everything in February. And if you've noticed, a lot of February games are up on the horizon. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. But it's going to be available for all consoles. We're going to have the spectacular crashes, which is something typical for Trials. I'm always used to those spectacular crashes, the ragdoll physics, everything that we're used to for the style of game. I like Trials. It is a kind of a guilty pleasure for me to play that game. So I'm looking forward to this. I do have this on my list. So February 2019, Trials Rising. Looks pretty neat. TSS talking about the DLC of Mario Rabbids. We're getting into that in just a few minutes. Thank you for bringing that up. The Division 2, obviously we knew this was coming. They revealed this at the Xbox press conference yesterday. We saw gameplay of it, so I didn't expect to see much on this game. They've already pretty much showed us everything we needed to see right now. They did come with another gameplay trailer. They talked about a progression system and specialization for your character. What's up, Steve? Specialization for your character, and that comes after completing the campaign. They had like 3 different areas that you could go ahead and branch off to. I thought that was pretty interesting. Also announced raids. They announced raids on a Tuesday, right? Raids announced for 8 players. So I thought that was pretty cool. And also they announced 3 DLCs in year 1. So obviously, multi-year project. So 3 DLCs, and they are completely free, featuring new stories, events, all within this DLC, more raids, and whatever they want to bring to the table. So the Division does look pretty good. If they can address the bullet sponge issues and some of the problems that really plagued the first game, the hacking and all that shit, I think they will be all right. So even though I'm like, I don't know if this is a game I'm really going to want to play that much because I didn't really care about the first game. So this one, I'd probably be in the same boat where I'm going to be like, whatever. It is what it is. But for some of you guys out there that do love The Division, this is a big step up for them in the sequel to make something even better. So this looks pretty decent. But as I said, I don't know if I'm going to be a person that's going to be playing it. I got too many other games I'm going to be playing, especially during that time. The release date, by the way, March 15th, 2019 for The Division 2. So, like TSS mentioned before, we get to Mario Rabbids. And Mario Rabbids for the Nintendo Switch now has a new Donkey Kong adventure. So, those of you guys who have been playing Mario Rabbids, I haven't had the chance to play it yet. I do want to get into playing it. And I thought what we saw with the Donkey Kong today was pretty cool. We got a live musical performance, which I didn't really care. I'm like, why do they keep bringing live musical acts to a video game show? I mean, we had Andrew WK during Bethesda yesterday, and here we are today with some more, and then, of course, live dancers for Just Dance. But I was tired of the live musical stuff, guys. Let's just get past that crap and move on to what we care about, and that's the game. Nothing to take away from the musical artists that were there to perform, but we're here for games. We're not here for everything else. So, but still, Donkey Kong Adventure, I'm pretty hyped for this. I'm down for it. And this is going to be out, of course, on June 26th, so not that far away to get an expansion to Mario Rabbids. So, really cool. We're going to see Donkey Kong. Now, here's a game I got a little more excited about. At first, I was like, okay, whatever. Now it's like, I'm interested. And it's called Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones, you guys might know, is basically... I'm not going to be a dancer next year, Bobbit. Come on, brother. Crazy motherfucker. Those of you guys who might not be familiar with Skull and Bones, if you've actually played any of the naval combat in since Assassin's Creed 3 and as well as Black Flag, that's basically what this game is. And I loved the portions of the game where I was on my boat and just taking down, different ships and shit like that. I actually had a lot of fun with it. And to see a game focused on that portion of what was also kind of fun for me in those Assassin's Creed games comes here, I'm thrilled for this. They said it's a shared open world game where every player counts. So obviously, every player you experience is going to be a real player, except for the stuff that you take on like a PvE style environment. The game takes place, of course, in the Indian Ocean, so no Caribbean, no Pirates of the Caribbean, no Captain Jack Sparrow and all that bullshit, right? Full customization of your boats, and obviously they went through a full tutorial of the game a bit to kind of get you familiar with this style of game. So you can customize everything from your fucking sails to what type of guns you use, putting it all together to go ahead and work on your mission. And we got to see the mission gameplay, and I thought that was pretty fucking awesome. I'm down for this. I honestly, this is on my list of a game to look forward to. They had it where you're taking on these huge ships, and you knew you couldn't take it on by yourself, and then all of a sudden, it's like your friends just come out to come save you. And then when you're done, you're wondering, all right, who's going to turn their back on who when it's over, because it's all about getting that fucking loot. So... I thought that was really exciting, Here, Sea of Thieves, here's what you should have been. So basically, this is what I'm getting with Skull and Bones. I'm interested in this game. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And if we could get a crew together to start doing some pirating, some real fucking pirating, this would be pretty awesome on PS4. That would be pretty badass. It's also coming to Xbox One as well as PC. So we had an Elijah Wood sighting. And they mentioned Transference, another interesting game here. Now, this has virtual reality in mind, a mind-blowing psychological thriller. how many of those games we ever had, you know? Very creepy in its style. What's up, Alpha Excalibur? We basically have to use, with virtual reality, find clues, solve puzzles, obviously a shifting perspective. Very interesting. A game that's clearly meant for VR, although I have heard them say that they're not, they might have, you'll be able to play the game without it. So I thought that was really interesting, although I would rather play in VR. I think it's better for that. They didn't really announce that this is coming to PlayStation VR or anything like that. This could be strictly a computer, which, you know, for PC users, but hopefully I think we will see console versions of Transference. So here's another highlight. I thought this was interesting. A game called Starlink Battle for Atlas. At first I'm looking at it thinking, wow, it's like No Man's Sky except with ship battles. This is interesting, you know, but at first I was thinking No Man's Sky for a while, and I don't know why I was thinking that, but it ended up just coming up and hitting my brain like that. But instead we find out, no, it's not going to be that. This game's available October 16th. Obviously sci-fi, space opera adventure. You're going to build alliances to help save the universe style of game. And you're going to be dogfighting in ships and everything. I think that's going to be a lot of fun. But that wasn't the holy shit moment. The holy shit moment is when you're sitting in the craft and you're seeing the chick in the craft looking for help. And then what do you hear? Fucking Starfox. I'm like, what the fuck? Starfox. And as soon as I heard all the noises, and I was waiting for him to say do a barrel roll, I was like, come on. They brought up the whole thing with Starfox. We had Miyamoto there, and I thought that was really cool. And he had like a little, like something like a little statue or something with a prototype ship. So I thought that was pretty neat as he's holding it up on stage going, yes, 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 look at what I brought. But last year, of course, when we had Mario Rabbids, and now this year we're seeing it with Starlink. So obviously a great connection between Ubisoft and Nintendo. So seeing this is pretty neat. It's going to launch on all consoles. However, Starfox is exclusive to the Switch only. So I've got a Switch. I'd be willing to play this. And what I was wondering about was the ships, as you have all these different weapons that you're able to customize with. Was that looking like a toy or something like that? Like they had toys? And I'm thinking like amiibos and all this other shit. And I was like, I don't know if I want to see stuff like that. I just want my shit in a fucking game. Just put it in a game, let me build it there, and let me play. And I want freaking Starfox. Down with that. Want my Starfox in a game. For Honor shows up. We get more for Honor. And they mentioned free for PC players on Uplay until next Monday. Of course, you just download it, and they'll just probably let you keep on playing it. A new expansion was announced called Marching Fire. This is a new faction, obviously from China. I started thinking Dynasty Warriors for a second. I don't know why, but it was there. 4 new fighters and a new mode called Breach, which is a 4v4 mode about, you know, taking down castle and stuff like that. But yeah, I had a moment. Like TSSS says, it will be better than Star Fox Zero. Anything will be better than Star Fox Zero. But it won't be better than Star Fox 64. Just saying. I'm putting that out there. The Crew 2 was also announced. Obviously, it's going to be out in just a few weeks. This is June 29th. On my birthday. How nice. Open beta will appear on June 21st. They had a closed beta, I think, a couple of weeks ago. But now we get the open beta, which is available for everybody. And you can download the open beta right now so that you have it preloaded and ready to go to start playing on June 21st, Xbox One, PS4, and PC. And of course, we all know the purpose of the game: race across the USA in cars, bikes, boats, and planes. It's like Sonic Racing transformed. Just saying. I'm putting it out there. Sonic Racing transformed to some of the same shit, and we're getting it here in the Crew 2. I don't know if, again, this is not a game that's high on my radar. It's an arcadey racer. I kind of like never really played the first game, although I played demos and shit like that. I'm going to try the open beta and kind of go from there. So I don't know where I would go with this. So the Crew 2, I'm going to put a big maybe on this. I will play it on PS4, give it a shot, see if it's anything okay. Foulmouth Bobbit saying the first Crew sucked. Obviously, we know it wasn't that good. But download the beta, give it a shot, and hopefully it ends up being okay. So our main event ended up being Assassin's Creed Odyssey. The game's going to be out October 5th of this year. And I gotta say, I'm kind of Assassin's Creeded out. I love that we got a little bit of a break before Assassin's Creed Origins, which was nice. But now I feel like we're back on that yearly release cycle again, which really freaking sucks. But I got to admit, I'm still kind of interested in this game. I'm Assassin's Creeded out, but I'm interested because I love the setting. We're going to have an ancient Greek setting, playing on land and sea. This takes place during the Peloponnesian War, which I think is cool. You'll get to play as a Spartan, and that's pretty neat. Of course, you could pick either male or female, and they had Alexios or Cassandra. We've seen a lot of Cassandra in this demo that they showed. They mentioned an epic RPG experience. We did see some of that RPG during during the Assassin's Creed Origins. The serial assassins yelling out, "This is Sparta!" I can't really do this in a hotel. People fucking get mad at me. Sounds like they weren't having sex in the other room. I mean, come on. Just saying. Leonidas' spear they showed off as a weapon in this game, which was pretty cool. And you can converse with legendary figures like Socrates. I thought that was pretty neat. The gameplay trailer, we got to see a full-scale freaking battle. Assassin's Creed 3 couldn't even give us that. When we ended up getting a full-scale freaking battle on the beaches, I thought that was really awesome. I was like, okay, this is neat. I'm interested. I want to play, yet I'm Assassin's Creeded out because there's just way too many of these fucking games. But part of me says, I can't turn this down. This looks fucking cool. I am willing to play this. And I'm putting it on my list. October 5th, Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I think you got me, man. I'm down. I'm willing to buy the gold edition and go all the way. Make sure I have it all. But I can tell you this, when it comes to Assassin's Creed, don't expect me to play it every fucking year. Ubisoft, take a break after this. Give us time to let this game breathe and then come with something new after. I don't mind if you want to release a game every couple of years, but don't do it every year because that leads to the fatigue. And I don't want fatigue in my fucking games. Call of Duty. Even though I'm more of a Treyarch guy, and I think after this Treyarch edition of Call of Duty, I'm going to take a break and wait to the next one. That's how I am. But, I didn't want to rail Call of Duty in a Ubisoft review, but, what can I say? I brought up Square Enix in the beginning for them a half hour of fucking trailers. Fuckers. Surprisingly missing Splinter Cell. Where was Splinter Cell? I'm just saying, where was Splinter Cell? I was waiting to see if they were going to pull the and one more thing at the end of the show while they're all up on the stage, and then Splinter Cell just appears out of nowhere. That would have been cool, but then again, it would have been a repeat of what we saw during the Xbox briefing yesterday, so we didn't see that. So I'm a little disappointed there because, let's face it, Walmart Canada did mention Splinter Cell, so we know it's coming, but when? We didn't get anything today. A little shocking because this is Ubisoft, and Splinter Cell is known for being a part of Ubisoft. Maybe they just didn't have the space to really put this in. And as I said, there's a chance that we may see it tonight during the Sony press conference. We may see Splinter Cell, maybe with a demo. So maybe they are saving it for tonight. So I thought maybe they would have shown it yesterday. But again, we haven't seen it. There's a lot of games we're still expecting for tonight. Mortal Kombat. Still waiting on that one. Soul Calibur 6. Still waiting on that one too. A lot of games to still wait for tonight during Sony's press conference, which I think is going to be probably the bomb diggity tonight. I'm telling you. Xbox, you may have had a good one yesterday in terms of games, but didn't really sell your console. And tonight you're going to see how to sell your console and have fucking games. Just saying it. I think Sony's conference is going to be the shit. So putting a rating 1 to 10 on this press conference today, I'm at a solid 7. I'm really there at a 7. 7, maybe 7.5 at the most. But there's way too much cringe in this one. A lot of games that I probably don't give a shit about. Especially Just Dance. Just Dance should die. Serial Assassin says 6.5. Put your ratings in here, guys. I want to know what you thought. Elias is going 7 out of 10. Sausage 6.5. So I think we're all in that area, 6.5 to 7. It was solid. It was solid. Yes, there were some stuff that I didn't care about. You know, TSS is going 6 out of 10. Again, still in the same area. So we're all in agreement that this is above average. Bobbitt's going 7. David Wells, 6 out of 10. So we're all in the same spot. We really are. So that's good for every press conference we've had so far. You've all been in the same spot as me. And that was pretty cool. So I think we all have the same type of mind when we're watching this. Just to kind of give you guys a rundown of all the press conferences so far. EA, I gave a 4 out of 10. 4 out of 10 for EA. That one sucked. Square Enix then said, hold my beer, because they made it even worse. Microsoft, I gave a 6.5 out of 10. Games alone, 9 out of 10. But you didn't sell your console. I got to go by the whole body of work. 6.5 out of 10 for Microsoft. Bethesda last night, I am 8 out of 10. About 8.5 out of 10 for Bethesda. They did a fantastic job yesterday. Very happy with them. And of course, Square Enix today, I don't even want to give you a fucking 2. That's how bad it was. It was ridiculous to just show a bunch of trailers and said, fuck you, I'm out. You know, so Billy Ricky, I want to crack Smoking Simulator, damn it. I like that. Make sure you guys support Billy Ricky, man. Holy shit. I love you, brother. Yeah, so Square Enix, I'll tell you what, I'll be nice. I'll give you a fucking 2 because you showed Kingdom Hearts again. Fine. There you go. Serial's like a 0 out of 10 for them. But I'll give them a 2. Worst press conference. It wasn't even a press conference. It was just a showcase of a bunch of fucking trailers. Some stuff that was new. They showed Dragon Quest. So we did see that. Dragon Quest 11. Octopath Traveler was shown. And hey, I got to watch Kingdom Hearts again. So that was pretty cool. So I'll give them a couple of points there. 2 out of 10. Still, it sucked. Ubisoft, you get a 7 out of 10 today. It was very enjoyable, but get rid of the fucking cringe. Can we please take Just Dance and send it away forever? Hell, you could just come out on stage next year and say, Just Dance 2020, it's coming. There you go. There's your bathroom break. Let's move on. Elias, negative 12 out of 100, I guess, for Square Enix today. Well, that pretty much wraps it all up for right now. I got some stuff to take care of before we get to the big one, Sony tonight. I think this is a 6:30 p.m. Pacific, 9:30 East for this press conference. A lot of games I'm expecting to see tonight. Obviously, the 4 deep dive exclusives. By the way, during the press conference at Ubisoft, I heard you say deep dive. That is the buzz term at this year's E3. Deep dive. We've heard it so many times now, and I'm pretty sure we'll hear it 4 more times tonight. All right. So obviously, we're going to have our exclusives. The Last of Us Part 2. We're going to have Spider-Man. We're going to have Death Stranding and Ghost of Tsushima. We're going to see those tonight. Probably going to see, hopefully, Mortal Kombat 11, Soul Calibur 6. I'm pretty sure both of them will make the stage tonight. Spyro should make the stage tonight. Spyro Reignited. Hopefully, we will see Red Dead Redemption 2 on stage. However, as I said, Rockstar, they're known to be a little bit bigger than an E3 stage, and they just play their stuff whenever they want. So we're going to see a lot of games from Sony, and I'm still expecting a surprise or 2 to make it to the stage. If any of you guys are heading to the movie theater to watch it, let me know your thoughts about how you are in the movie theater watching Sony's press conference. Give me your thoughts and what you thought. We'll get to that a little bit more as I review the Sony conference tonight. I will be live after the Sony conference to talk about it. Mr. Complain says maybe a new Sonic game. I don't think we're going to see it. We're seeing an update to Sonic Mania. But I don't think we're going to see a new Sonic game yet. Sonic Forces was released not too long ago, and I didn't think it was that good. But Sonic Mania is awesome. Yeah, Serial Assassin says, fuck Raw. Fuck Monday Night Raw. I'm going to watch the Sony conference. Damn right. And by the way, McDonald's Cones. What's up, McDonald's Cones? And I want to thank McDonald's Cones, who became a new subscriber here to my channel. Thank you, McDonald's Cones. Greatly appreciate that. Great name, by the way. I guess it's better than Wendy's Baconators. But Thank you guys for hanging out here. As if you guys are new, hit the subscribe button. Click on the bell so you know when I'm going live. As I said, after the Sony conference, I will be live. Tomorrow, after I get back from work, I will review Nintendo. So we're going to get all these reviews. I am not reviewing Square Enix because they haven't done shit. So, fuck them. You know, that's one less video I got to do. Hit the like button on the way out, guys. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys tonight for Sony's press conference. Make sure you guys are following me on Twitter at highoctane_buzz. Yeah, I'm going to say it again. We're inching close to 1,000 followers. Yes, we're getting closer and closer. It's a slow process. At some point, I'm going to stop mentioning freaking followers anymore. Because once we get to 1,000, I don't have to worry about it. I'm like, it could just go whenever it wants. Thank you, Billy Ricky. Make sure you guys follow Billy Ricky on Twitter at BillyRicky03. Make sure you guys check him out on Twitch. Obviously, the Billy Ricky, and Billy Ricky here on YouTube, because he's got the freaking Insomniac warm-up show on Saturdays, which is fucking awesome. And the Himmel God drops bombs on his show. So, fortify your fortress again, Billy Ricky. I might drop another one. Make sure you guys are checking me out, of course, on Twitch at _HimmelGod. I will have the Himmel God Has Spoken live on Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. We will be going over E3, who won, who lost, Square Enix, and in terms of press conferences, but also in terms of the games themselves. So hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you tonight. Leave your suggestions, of course, in the comments. We'll have some game nights coming up. And I think I'm going to download that open beta to the Crew 2 and check it out. I'm Brian Himmelfarb, a.k.a. the Himmel God. I will see you guys later tonight.